Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today I have sort of a Sephora sale recommendations video. Let me explain what sort of means. I have been doing a series, or I've just started a series, of recommendations of my favorite and, what not so favorite eye palettes, face and cheek products, and lip products that have come out in the last 6 weeks or so for the holidays. And most of those are available at Sephora. So that's kind of a little bit of a Sephora recommendation and anti-recommendation video. So then what is it today? Today I'm calling the Bougie edition because today I want to look at some of the bigger, slightly pricier products available at Sephora that might have caught your eye in the past, might have even been something that you always wanted but never felt you could swing until you get 10 to 20% off. But come on, we know 10 to 20% isn't that much. It's nice when you're buying an expensive product, but it's not that much. So it's good to know what will work for you and be worth your money even on sale. So that's what we're doing today. Some of the bigger and better products that I recommend that you try since they're going to be on sale anyway. So the Sephora VIB sale starts this Friday, November 5th, if you are Rouge, and continues until the 15th. If you are at VIB status, you will get 15% off, and your sale starts on the 9th of November and runs through the 15th. And if you are an insider, you get 10% off, and your sale starts on the 11th and runs through the 15th. Many days, many savings. And of course, if I didn't mention their Rouge, but you know this, Rouge members get 20% off and a little bit of a longer time to shop. Do remember that when you check out, you need to add the phrase Yay Holiday, Y-A-Y Holiday. I'll put it on the screen there so that you can get the savings ascribed to your level. If you've never shopped Sephora before, you can sign up and get that 10% off at least as an insider. All right, so let's talk about what I think are your best buys in the bougier, larger category. I'll be flipping my hair a lot, and of course today we have, so that I'm not coughing through this, a Coke Zero. Not sponsored, but I'm still aiming for it. Let me try. How was that? So let's get started right now. Let's talk about some hair products first. Not actual products, but hair appliances first, I should say, because those can get very pricey, and the question becomes, are things like Dyson and Ghd better than just stuff you can get at the good old drugstore? Yeah, I think they are, depending upon what you buy. So let's talk about it. Now would be, if you've been thinking about it, when you can get it on sale, a good time to do it. Now, if you don't live by a Sephora, there's going to be all sorts of sales going on for Black Friday and stuff. So this list counts for that as well. It doesn't have to just be Sephora. Okay, so let's talk about Dyson here. The first thing I want to start with is the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. As you see, it has a few different attachments it comes with. I have this attachment here, the kind of skinny one that funnels the air. Just kind of, it lives on mine, but you can change the attachments. And I do have one for curly hair that I use on my daughter. The Dyson Airwrap styler is, hold on to your seats there when it is not on sale, $549 US. So actually a big savings, especially if you can get that Rouge 20%. Is this worth it? A lot of people have asked me, and the answer is yes. This does speed drying time. I have very thick hair, and I always say this. This is my the main selling point for the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. The first time I used it with a round brush to dry my hair, I picked my daughter up from school, and she is a teenage daughter and therefore mean, and she looked at me, stopped, and said, "Did you go get your hair done today?" Sold. Teenage daughters will give you compliments for this hairdryer. So it is extremely expensive, but if you've been thinking about it, worth the splurge at the sale. I'm not a huge fan of the Dyson straightener, so I didn't bring that out, but of course it is on sale as well. And then we have, pardon my reach here, let me see if I can get it, the Dyson Airwrap. Now the Dyson Airwrap is a step up from the Supersonic dryer. It has kind of a version of the dryer in it. The Dyson Airwrap, by the way, is $549. The Supersonic dryer is $399. Did I give you the wrong price? The Supersonic hairdryer is $399, but this big system here is $549. Very expensive. This gives you I'm opening this cognac leather case up here. This gives you a sort of a version of the hairdryer, and then you can put on different components to it. I like to put on this this kind of a brush component. Yes, they do make cheaper versions of this at the drugstore. I think this is better. And then I can kind of brush and dry my hair at the same time. Of course, this product is famous for the Airwrap, which are these little things that kind of dry and curl your hair. I don't know what kind of witchcraft makes that work. If that's what you're buying it for, I can't vouch for that. I could never really been able to make that work or stay in my slightly thick, unruly hair. But to me, the rest of the attachments in here are worth it. And I do, well, usually the case shuts when I'm being a little more careful, but usually, I like all this and I actually end up using it more than just the blow dryer. But the difference is huge. It's, it's an almost $200 US difference in price. So if you would rather, you would be quite happy, I'm sure, with the $3.99 Supersonic hairdryer. But if you already have it and you're thinking about the Airwrap, I do really love it, even though I don't tend to use the kind of Airwrap curling principles of it. If you do, if you are good at that kind of witchcraft and you can state below what your thoughts are on it, I'm sure we would all love to know. All right, let's talk about Ghd, which is another hair products that I really love, hair appliances I really love. My favorite right now is the Ghd Max Styler. This is, let me remove the casing there, a 2-inch, kind of 2 inches compared to the Platinum, which I also like, which is 1 inch. So you can see those two right next to each other. I like this one for my hair because I just like to grab just big sections of it and straighten it, and it goes really quickly for me. The only reason you would want to get the Platinum Plus instead is if you want to get right next to the root, or if you like to curl. I guess this one kind of curls too, but this one would curl better. Just like I can't do the Dyson Airwrap, I can't curl with a straightener. That is witchcraft to me as well. But both of these Ghd, the Platinum Plus and the Max Styler straightener or curler, are fantastic products and definitely worth it, especially on sale. Let's review the prices on those. The Max Styler is regularly $219 US, and the Ghd Platinum is regularly $249. Not on sale. There is also a Ghd Unplugged styler that I will put a photo up of. I did not purchase it myself because I do my hair at home. I'm not straightening my hair on the go. However, if you are, or if you're taking a quick trip and you can charge it first, or if you need touch-ups in the car, or whatever your situation is, I have heard it is fantastic, and the Unplugged is usually $2.99, so a great time to save on it on a sale. Last Ghd product is this one right here, and this is the Ghd Glide Hot Brush. This is great for touch-ups for me. That's what I use it for. It is normally not on sale, $169, and it's just really nice to just kind of run through and get, like the next day, if you've strained your hair, sometimes it will have an odd little kink to it in the hair, and this will just kind of, for me, do those touch-ups. It's not something with my thick hair that I can use from the get-go immediately, but for touch-ups, I absolutely do find it invaluable. At $169, it's great to get it on sale. You really feel like you've saved some dough. Okay, now I'm holding up a tiny little eyeshadow palette here. And you guys are going to say, Rebecca, this is big bougie products. Why would you hold up that tiny little eyeshadow palette? This is the Hourglass Curator series. Look, I did a video on this, and the video section, the comments were a war zone. Not against me, but people were very upset at the prices that Hourglass charges for these individualized little shades. So you get this kind of palette, you can buy like 2, 3, or 5, and I think the palette is like $29 or a little more. And then you can snap in, you just kind of push in these individual shades, and the individual shades are $29 each, and the palette is anywhere from 10 to 16. What is it with me and the prices today? So the kind of tin palette, that I agree is a little bit cheap, is anywhere from 10 to 16, depending on how many it holds. Let me get my information right. But the unfortunate part is that each single eyeshadow that snaps into the palette is $29 each. And this lit a fire under the beauty community. People were just furious at what they saw as the audacity of Hourglass. Look, I get it. I get it. Our money is important to us, as it should be, and nobody wants to feel taken advantage of. Can I just tell you a secret just between you and me? These are the best performing shadows I have ever used. I am wearing them today on my eyes. They are an absolute luxury and an absolute pleasure. I only own these 3. I didn't buy more. I can't be just buying stuff left and right anyway, because I need money to buy stuff for reviews. So I didn't just keep buying them, but if I had to limit myself to one, it would be this. If you have the urge And if you have the, capacity to handle it on a sale, I would try these Curator eyeshadows. I actually think they are amazing. Why are they so good? I don't know. They just glide on the eye like butter. I absolutely love them. And I just had to recommend them here since we're kind of doing the Bougie edition. Let's keep on going. We are going to get to a little bit of a controversial one. And this is the only thing on my list here that I am so recommending. So let's talk about it. You just saw a little glimpse of it. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Spectralite Faceware Pro. It is $435 US when it's not on sale. I picked up this one on sale at the Sephora sale for 20% off about 3 years ago. So mine is 3 years old and still going strong. It is nice in the fact that it is a face light, for the blue light does kind of acne, and the red light is supposed to help with wrinkles and fine lines. And you can kind of just change the settings. See, it's all lit up there. By pressing, see, there's the blue, kind of looks purple. And there's both. You can also do both. And I like it because you can walk around the house. It has a strap in the back. Look at how I've had to tie it and stuff. The strap is super cheap. I actually have to put my hair back in a bun and put the strap around the bun to keep it stable, because each time you put it on, it's for 3 minutes, and I just never have that 3 minutes, or think that I don't have the 3 minutes to lay there doing nothing. So I like to walk around wearing it. I've had it for about 3 years. I wear it 6 minutes at night and 3 minutes in the morning. Does it work? I don't know. That's what assuring, isn't it? When I first started wearing it, I swear I really felt that there was a difference. And I think it took me to a certain level and then kind of stopped. And I don't know if that would change. I mean, I think at a certain point, if you really want to see huge results in fine lines and wrinkles, the only thing to do is visit your dermatologist. I'm not a proponent. I'm not pushing any sort of Botox or anything on you guys, not at all. But what I'm saying is, at a certain point, creams and lights and stuff, they only do so much. I did feel that I saw an improvement within about 6 weeks, but I've been using it for years, and I don't think it went past that. So, use your best judgment when you're making a huge purchase like that. But if you do want to try any of the light masks, and I think there's more available at Sephora, or any of these sales coming up in your neck of the woods, this would be a good time to try it. It's what I did a few years ago, and I'm still using it. Tatcha. This is kind of like my Hourglass recommendation. I have linked below. I have links on all of these for you guys to shop from. Hey, I appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything more, and definitely kicks a teeny bit back to the channel, but trust me, I use it and I appreciate it. I have linked the main page for Tatcha because I recommend all of their products, especially if you have sensitive skin. I love their cleanser. I have their cleanser here. I have their oh God, I love the polish there to take off the second thing. I love the Kissu lip mask. I love the Indigo overnight repair. That's normally $88. If you want to try it, it's gotten rid of the redness around my nose. And I had a little cold a while ago. And you know when you sometimes get a cold and you sneeze too much, your nose gets red and peely? It was gone in the morning with this Indigo night repair. It's really good stuff, but it's $88. So if you can save 10 to 20% on it, do it. The Kissu lip mask is amazing. All of these things. Oh, their essence is amazing. It's $105 though, regularly priced. So if you can save money on it, I would just want you to go, if you could just check my link just to see it. Even if you don't buy, just check all the cool Tatcha products that are available. I do have some people say that they don't really do much for them, but I've never heard anybody say that they broke them out or irritated their skin. They're just really nice products, and it might be a good chance to try a Tatcha product. All right, let's talk about some candles. This makes me laugh all the time. Here's a Tom Ford Rose Prick candle, and it always makes me laugh because the bottom of the candle actually says Bougie on it, which just, of course, I know means candle in French, but it makes me laugh like I'm being accused of something. And yes, Bougie, yes. This is absolutely beautiful. I love his candles. I love the Joe Malone candles. The Tom Ford candles are like $135 regularly. And I don't know about you, but I end up feeling a little bit guilty just paying full price for that. So if you can get any of these gorgeous candles at any sale near you, they last a really long time. And as we get into the winter months and it gets chilly, I love to light them around the bath, and it just makes you feel so indulgent. Even if you have a yucky old bathroom, kind of like I do, it still makes you feel like you're in the lap of luxury somewhere far, far away in a beautiful country. It just makes you feel pampered. And so I definitely recommend you looking at those. Speaking of Tom Ford, I love his perfumes, which are anywhere from like $75 to $499. Just brought out here my favorite. I have a bunch of them, including Rose Prick. And this is my absolute favorite. And this is Lost Cherry. This Lost Cherry smells to me, honestly, like a chocolate cherry cake. This is the bigger one. I don't use it enough because I'm afraid to run out of it. I don't know how that makes sense in any world. But anyway, it is my absolute favorite. And like I said, it smells like cherry chocolate cake. So I like the sweet gourmand fragrances. He has a lot of them that aren't gourmand, so it depends what your tastes are. But it might be a good time to try something like Tom Ford or like Jo Malone. The Jo Malone fragrances are delightful. And I've linked that main page below as well. Fragrance sometimes is something we don't really have money or time to indulge in, and a sale is a great time to pick that up. Speaking of indulging in things, check out some bigger eyeshadow palettes. So there is the Natasha Denona 28 palette. I have been lusting after the green one, which I think you can still get on Beautylish, but right now not on Sephora. Gosh darn it, or I'd buy it. It's $239. But if you love purple, they do have the purple blue Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. It's an older one. So superb, so amazing. $239. It would be great if you could save some money and pick it up. Speaking of, how about the Viseart Grande Pro? So the Viseart Grande Pro are $175 regularly. Another one that's great to save money on. This is the #1 kind of X redone. But I think right now, the Viseart Grande Pro that they have, I think they have volume 2 right now on Sephora. Anytime you can pick up a Viseart Grande Pro, you are winning. And if you are saving in the sale, you are winning even more. Viseart has much, sales and different sites and whatnot. So I'm speaking specifically of Sephora here, but this information goes for any place that you can find a really good sale. Meanwhile, I will link below my eyeshadow palette recommendations that are generalized recommendations and work for the sale. And coming up, I am currently devising 2 videos on cheek and facial products that are going to be great for the holidays and for the sale, and lip products. So I think I should have you all covered in terms of every different sale recommendation, but these are kind of the bougiest big ones. Feel free to mention any products that are also big splurges that I didn't mention here, and to ask any questions that I can help you with, because I know the products that I'm speaking of here are quite big purchases and can be a little bit intimidating. So I am super glad to help you out. Leave those comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so that I can see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.